you talk to us a little bit about the upcoming class? What are your thoughts on Arcana coming out? How's Arcana perceived in KR? What do you think
So,
about it?
so my Arcana comment was like my viewer told me this. My
Arcanist, by the way.
Arcana,
Yeah.
yeah. So my Arcana comment was on Lost Ark clips, I think,
Okay.
and they were calling me a doomer for it because what I exactly said was, dude, I bet this is what I said. It's like,
Okay.
dude, I bet all the Arcana players are just gonna floor POV and then quit that character. That's what I said, and then
Hmm.
they kind of took that personally.
Really?
Um, Yeah,
Okay.
most people took that personally because I did sound a little bit aggressive.
Okay.
That clip afterwards, I told them I will still teach you guys if I can. That's what I said,
They
right?
cut that
Because
out.
yeah, I mean, my thought process was, um, so Arcana is a very hard class, right? All my friends who started Arcana, they all quit
Mm.
because they can't play the game anymore.
Because
As
they're
in they've had it. As in because I don't want you guys to go into a Vicus raid. 10 seconds into the fight, you just straight up die.
oh
I don't want that to happen. That's not fun. It's not fun to be floor POV all the time,
right.
right? And Arcana is not an easy class. And I'm just keep uh warning people that this is a hard class, right?
Mm.
And then you actually play it. And if someone go like, oh wait, Arcana is not a hard class, then that means you're skilled at the game.
Mm.
But not everyone's like you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What would you
Not
say?
everyone's.
Sorry, go
Mhm.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask you, like, because we've talked about some of these difficult classes. I want to stay on the subject of Arcanist here, but just to go off on a little bit of a tangent, what would you say are the three hardest classes to play? Because Reaper's obviously got to be one of them. You mentioned Reaper earlier.
Yeah.
Arcanist, Jesus, Arcana. We're just gonna call him Arcana for now. Sorry,
Yeah.
Arcana. Would Arcana be part of that top three there for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it would be Arcana, Arcana, Gunslinger, and Reaper.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Because
but
they're
very
just very low.
right, but very rewarding classes to play if played right, and they can absolutely be played viably and MVP and do all these great things. It just requires a higher skill level to be able to do that. Is that fair to say, or no, not really? Will you still be able to MVP and carry these raids and maybe even do buses and stuff like that on those classes?
Yeah. I would. Yeah. Every single character can be busts.
Mm.
Every single character can. Classes can do really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, but in terms of rewarding though,
Mm-hmm.
I think getting rewarded is very subjective. So
True.
so I think when you play, let's say, a gunslinger, even if you don't get an MVP, I
Mm-hmm.
still have fun with it because it's
Mm.
just a lot of buttons to press.
Right.
The same case where I do, like when people say, do you recommend like Shadowhunter or Scouter, the transformation classes? There's two arguments. Some people say transformation classes are very fun because you transform, spam all the buttons,
Mm-hmm.
right? But people who hate transformation classes that say they're boring, they usually say that because it's a brain dead class. They're
Okay.
both true. They're actually
Right.
both true.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's up to you, right?
Right. What you prefer to play.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day,
Mhm.
you should find what you. It's like if you play every single class at a certain a level, or you just see the character's play style.
Mhm.
I think one class will actually fit into you for sure, and you should just stick to it.
Mhm.
I think that's what I think, because if Gunslinger really what makes you happy, but you're upset about floor POV,
Mhm.
if you have the motivation to work harder for that, I think you should just keep on playing Gunslinger. Same thing for Reaper. Same for any other classes too. But if you are dying with Gunslinger, thinking that Gunslinger is like a better class, and you just get stressed out every time, that's not the class for you.
Mm.
If I say it bluntly, it's your skill, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
you can't play, you can't play Gunslinger. That's how
Right.
it works sometimes.
Right. So, Arcana, tell me a little bit more about why you think it's one of the most difficult classes to play.
Because of this. So, when you play striker, right? Do
Hmm.
you look at your skill bar?
Do you look at your skill bar?
Yeah, yeah. When you play,
No. I mean, occasionally you glance at it, right? To
occasionally,
check,
right?
yeah,
Do
track
you also
cooldowns.
check your bubble count?
Same thing with the cooldowns. You can, well, yes and
Yeah.
no. You glance at it, but you have a feel for how much you have, right? After you spend it, if
Mm-hmm.
you hit a whisper, you know how much you're gonna have. You don't have to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how many league players are there because I play league. When you play ADC, AD carry,
Mm-hmm.
you look at the mini map to see if there's a ganks coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to eat all the CS. So you're looking at two things, right? So in AD carry, there's a character called there's a champion called Draven.
Okay.
And what Draven needs to do is you need to look at the two things and catch the axe.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at three things. So Arcana, what they need to do is they need to do their DPS. Their DPS is a setup, right? Because they need to stack first and then pop the stack with red.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to look at the cards.
Mm.
What cards you have got to
Right.
activate the buff, and then use those cards as a buff to activate your DPS. So you have so many other things to look at.
Mm.
Imagine, let's say you're looking at the cards that what you have got, and the boss is doing an insta kill pattern. You're gonna die because
Right.
you're not looking at it,
Right.
right? That's why most Arcana players die, because they're busy looking at other things and then they just get hit.
Right.
That's why
Gotcha.
it's hard.
Have you? So what about the Arcanas that are really good, skilled? They're on it. They've mastered the class. Do they? Is it just like whatever, just another guy that's good at his class, or is it like kind of, this guy's a Giga Chad. He's playing this difficult to play class and he's fucking killing it. Like, holy shit, this looks pretty impressive. Is it one of those things, or is it
Yeah,
just?
it is. It is
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't really know as a party mate because you're just moving around everywhere, right?
Sure. Yeah. Of course, you're busy kind of
Uh,
doing your own shit in the raid. Right.
but for a person who played Arcana, like I have an Arcana too. Like as a
Mhm.
like I tried Arcana as well, but yeah, it's a tough class and it's hard to do well. It's hard to be great at it.
Mm.
Um, so if you like the challenge, you guys should definitely do it for sure.